This is one of a series of videos to explain the setup and operation of the WW9JD Arduino µMatic² memory keyer. I am Rick Dubbs, WW9JD. This video is on loading contest memories. Now you can always use your computer to create memories by taking the microSD card out of the keyer, loading it into an adapter and loading it into your computer and using a text editor. But you can also create contest memories, load contest memories directly from the keyer itself. Now contest memories start with the letter C, and if you tap the letter C on the QWERTY keyboard, it just sends a letter C, which is not what you want to do. You want the C to appear up here. So to get that, you come into contest mode and tap the letter C, and that puts a C up there. But now if you tap this number 1, it's going to send the contents, the current contents of memory C1, or if you tap this number 1, it's going to send 1 in Morse code. So you have to take it out of contest mode to get back to these black keys up here where you're going to enter a number 1. So now you have C1 entered in here, and now you can tap load to load contents into a memory. So if you were going to have this as your CQ, then you might send test or sweepstakes or SS and a space and then your call sign and then permission to transmit K and then end file, and now that puts that into contest memory 1. Come over here to contest mode, and now all I need to do is tap just the 1 and it sends that CQ. Whatever it is you put into memory 1, and right now it has the default call sign in as the keyer's call sign. And so that sends that. If you are wanting to send an exchange that has the serial number, then you would start by getting the C in there and then back out here and decide which memory, so perhaps C2. And then I've almost never heard a contest exchange be anything other than 5. Oh, I'm not doing the right thing. So load. Now we're loading. So 5 NN space your serial number space, and then once again permission to transmit and end the file. And if we get back over here to contest mode, tap on number 2, you'll notice right now that the 3 is in black, which indicates that the 3 is the next serial number to be sent. So if I tap 2, then it sends the RST, it sends the serial number and the permission to transmit, and you can see that the color on the serial number key is now white. In hunt and pounce mode, if I tap that, that will increment the serial number, go to black. If I was in calling CQ mode, it would increment that, change the color to black, and send whatever the contents of your memory number 1 are, which is going to be your CQ memory. Now, if your Morse code skills are kind of like mine and they're not all that great, you might want to try to contact a station who is sending much faster than what you can. You may have a Morse code reader so that you can actually see what the other stations are sending. Even if you couldn't copy it by ear, you can put the other station's call sign in the contest call memory. So right now in contest mode, if I tap load, just load, then it's going to have me enter the contact call, and I'm going to use W1AW just as the call sign there, and I can now use that in a memory. So C once again, and we'll make it memory 3 this time. So C3 load, and I'm going to want to transmit the W1AW. So to get that, I have to go back to contest mode, punch that call, and so that's the character that is inserted in the file, which is an up arrow, a caret, stands in as the non-alphanumeric character that will send the contest call sign. Put in a space. Then for me, DE and a space. Take it back out of contest mode so that I can put in my call and a space. And let's do my call again, the space and a K, and end file. Now that may be way too long for the way you contest. Hey, it's all up to you. But now if I go back to contest mode and I send memory 3 once again with a single tap, then it's going to send the W1AW and the from and my KK9ABC call twice and permission to transmit. If you are trying to contact then some other station in hunt and pounce mode, you find somebody else you want to contact, then you can, in contest mode, tap load and put in somebody else's call. We'll just say W2AW and end file. And so now when I punch the 3 again, I wait for a time for that person to send his permission to transmit, and I tap memory 3, and now I'm sending the W2AW from me. Granted, this is long for a contest, but it shows you how the memory works. You can use that then in any fashion that you so desire. Remember that if I change this over to sending CQ mode, that if I'm just going to send the serial number. So now the serial number is white. It needs to be incremented in sending CQ or calling CQ mode. If I increment that, it automatically sends memory 1. If you're just occupying a frequency in a contest, tapping that increment the serial number key indicates that you're done with the previous contact and you're ready to move on. As always, if you have any questions about the functionality of the keyer, then please contact me at the email address that you've seen on the top of the video.